Hi guys, I'm Derek Hills, and today I will be giving an informative speech on the Libertarian candidate for the presidency, Gary Johnson. I know what you guys are thinking. You didn't want to hear about politics in this class, but I do believe that is important, and I want people to know that there are other options rather than just Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. Gary Johnson was the governor of New Mexico from 1995 to 2003. And at the time, he was actually a Republican, but unlike the Republicans, he was very against the war on drugs and actually wanted to legalize marijuana in the state of New Mexico. The best way to describe the Libertarian Party is actually Joel Spring had a quote in the book Political Agendas for Education that was written in 2012. He quoted that the Libertarian Party can't be viewed as a left or a right-wing party, as they believe strongly in fiscal conservatism, but also believe in absolute social liberty. Now, what he means by that is like how most Republicans on the right side believe in cutting taxes and limiting government spending. Libertarians, of course, support that, but they also support the LGBT community and the woman's right to choose what to do with their body. Most libertarians are also really supportive of gun rights and believe strongly in the Second Amendment. During an issue, there are four main issues that the candidates really focus on, and that'll be international, domestic, economic, and social. I'm going to split them into two because economic and social can actually kind of go under domestic. But first, I'll start off with international. This is something that Gary Johnson really is criticized for because he has stated that he does not want the U.S. military to be involved in foreign affairs unless it is absolutely necessary as a last resort. At a town hall event hosted by CNBC, he was asked what his plans would be with Aleppo. And for those of you that don't know what Aleppo is, it's a Syrian city that has served for a battleground between the Bashar al-Assad and Syrian rebels. When he was asked that question, he responded with, "What is Aleppo?" showing that he was unaware of what the Syrian city was and that he really knew nothing about it. According to the 1994 article in the Foreign Affairs, Paul Krugman states that foreign affairs may be the most important part of any presidency. He also quotes that when our policies are weak, the world views our country as weak. The next thing I want to talk about is Johnson's views on domestic issues, and I think that this is really the most important thing, to be honest. But anyways, the first and maybe most controversial domestic issue that I want to talk about is actually the war on drugs with him. Like I said, he completely wants to legalize marijuana nationwide. And he also made a statement at the CNBC's town hall that he wants to start a program to help heroin addicts around the country. But this program, what it will do is it will give heroin addicts heroin, but it will give them shorter dosages of it, where eventually they'll keep getting smaller and smaller dosages until they aren't addicted anymore. With gun rights, like I said again, Gary Johnson is really supportive of the Second Amendment and believes that when law-abiding citizens have guns, it will decrease violent crimes and terrorism attacks in the country. As I stated earlier, Gary Johnson is a strong supporter of the LGBT community and believes that they should not be discriminated because of the way they are. On abortion, Johnson, I would say, is very moderate. He thinks that women should have the right to choose what to do with their body, but he also wants to cut all government spending to Planned Parenthood, which really, abortion will still be fully legal and everything, but with him cutting spending, it will be much harder to get an abortion, and it will also be a lot spendier to get an abortion. On the economy, like I said, he's fiscally conservative. He believes that if taxes are cut, employers will be able to employ more employees. And he also stated that businesses create jobs, not the government. One